in 2014 this was a complete state, but now as you all know that this part, Jammu and Kashmir part, has divided into two parts here. This part is Jammu and Kashmir and the other part is Ladakh. Okay, so you will mark in the present context, you will mark only this part, that is Jammu and Kashmir. Now come to the second question. A state which witnessed Hudhud floods. So you have to show that. So come here to this part. Can you see here? Andhra Pradesh, the state which witnessed Hudhud flood. So you will trace this state, Andhra Pradesh, and you will write down the name of that state. Okay? Is it clear to you? Trace it properly. Then the third question. A state which supplies labor to agricultural states. Now the state which supplies labor. See, the answer to this question, generally the labor is supplied by the states like Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal, but most preferably if only one state is being asked about, you can write Bihar, because from here many laborers, they go to the other states in order to earn a livelihood. You can also write Uttar Pradesh. Both would be good. 3 or 4 states are there prominently from where most of the laborers, they go to other state for their livelihood. Uttar Pradesh you can mark Bihar, you can mark West Bengal, and you can even mark Madhya Pradesh. But if only one state is being asked about, that is here also only one state, a state it has been said, then you better go for Uttar Pradesh or Bihar, because from here only many of the laborers go to other states. In this lockdown situation, if you all are watching the news, or if you might have heard from your father or grandparents who are regularly watching the news, you might have seen that a special train is being moved in this lockdown situation in order to bring all the laborers who are working in other states, so that they can come back to their home state, that is Bihar. So many laborers are coming back. So mark it here like this, Uttar Pradesh, trace it out. Okay, Uttar Pradesh is done. Or you can even mark Bihar. Mark only one state. If you are marking Uttar Pradesh, you will not mark Bihar. If you are marking Bihar, you will not mark Uttar Pradesh. Now, the next and the last question of map. A city which attracts migrants from rural areas. Rural areas means village areas. Which is that city from which attracts, that means many people, they move to that particular city from the village area. So that is actually the city is Mumbai here. So you will just have to make a dot over here. This is Mumbai. It is in Maharashtra. You can see this state, Maharashtra. Here it has not been asked to show the state. See the question properly. The question says a city. So city here is Mumbai. This is the city where many people from different states, from different villages of different states, they move to this particular city to earn a livelihood. With this, we have come to end of the map skill. Now come to the next part of the exercise, something to do. Something to do, the first question. Interview a rickshaw puller in your city and find out the places that he belongs to. Now in this lockdown situation, you don't need to go out of the house and interview any rickshaw puller. You just imagine this answer yourself and you write it. List the hardship that he had to face when he migrated to the city. The question says that a rickshaw puller had come to your city. Might be he was earlier living in a village and he had come to your city in order to earn a living. So what difficulties he faced when he migrated to the city? In the answer also this question was asked in the exercise answer. The hardship that would be faced by him would be lack of proper shelter, lack of proper sanitation, lack of clean drinking water, because this is generally the difficulty that a person faces when he moves to a new place. Question number 2. Find out the names of some organization that helps the victims of natural calamities. You have to write down the name of all those organizations that helps the people or the victim. Victim means the one who are facing that situation of natural calamity, who are suffering at that particular moment. So you have to write down the name of those organizations that helps those people who are facing the problem of natural calamity. So what will be the name? I have written a few. It is not necessary again that you would write the same thing. You can search for it. You can Google out. And you can ask your family members. You can ask your elders. They would definitely help you out. So the different organizations are, first of all, National Disaster Management Authority. This is the institution, the organization which has been created, which has been established, and this looks after the management when a natural calamity takes place in a country. It sees to it that how immediate help could be provided to the people who are suffering. Then Indian Armed Forces, along with them, the Indian Armed Forces are also employed so that they can help the people who are suffering. They help the victims who are suffering. Also the National Voluntary Organization. They also come up during this situation, critical situation, and they provide all sort of help to the victims. There are many NGOs, that is NGO means the non-government organization. These are the organizations which generally come up always for a noble cause, and they always help the people. These are the non-profit organizations. They do not want any kind of profit. Their motive is just to serve. Then come to the next question. Question number 3. Suppose one of your family members has to move away to a distant place. What are the things that he or she would be worried about? One of your family members has to move to a distant place. That means he has to go to some other city, other town, or other state. Then what things the person would be worried about if he is moving to a new place? So what arrangement he would think of that at new place? What kind of arrangement he would have to make? What would he require at that place? You have to write those things out. So I have written the answer. Shelter. First of all, he would be worried about shelter, the residence, where to stay. Then sanitation, education of his children, and whether better medical facility would be there or not. You can even write other points if anything comes in your mind and which is suitable to this question. You can write those points also. Question number 4. Find out the difference between an immigrant and an emigrant. What is the difference between these two words? So, immigrant, a person who has come into a foreign country to live there permanently. A person who comes into another country and he wants to live there permanent, that is immigrant. And a person who leaves one country to live in another country, that person is a emigrant. Here one who comes to a other country, and here one who goes to a other country. The difference is that. Now the last question. About 4,000 species of birds are regular migrant. You all know that the birds are the migrants. They move from one place to another according to the climate that suits them. It is about 40% of the total number of birds in the world. Birds that migrate across oceans spend up to 100 hours or more in the air at a single time until they come to land. What you have to do is find out the names of 3 animals and 3 birds who travel long distances to migrate and then go back to their original homelands. You have to write the name of 3 animals and 3 birds who migrate. Okay, so again I have written the name of 3 animals, I have written the name of 3 birds: animal blue whale, zebra, African elephant. Birds: sandhill crane, hummingbird, Canada goose. Now these are the name of different birds and different animals. You can have your own names also. You search it out, you find it out. If you find any other animal beyond this, you can write that name also. Any other bird beyond this, you can write that name also. Thank you, children.